7 seconds left in the game. And they tie. It falls! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Nice to the hoop. Oh, that was terrific.
Showing quickness off the dribble, something that separates Randall from most other power forwards.
And that one's good. Towns.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Outside Edwards to the paint. Here's Gobert. Knicks with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Outside, Towns. Towns is doubled. To the wing right side. 5 to shoot. Here's Brunson. No good off the front iron.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. Back to Edwards. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Knicks with the lead. Towns, high post. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Now it's a 3-point Knicks lead. Outside Edwards. Down low. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
Outside Towns. Brunson, right side. Launches it. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Edwards. Outside for Randall. Here's McDaniels. That 3 off the mark. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
To the inside. Hurt.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Back to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gobert, the screen. Over in the corner, Conley. Shoots over Brunson. Conley's shot is off. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. Brunson scanning the floor. So a close game sees New York take this one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge.
I keep it player while some choose to play it safe. Boy, check the resume, it's risky business in the AA. And I've been witness to this history ever since the 10th grade. We went from rock and brace to 10th phase. I twist my A-head to the side just for style. Or throw on the Gucci bucket with the fly, super fly. Wow, the Southern private known to shut it down. It ain't so country though, this ain't no Goma pile. I'm Sergeant. I keep cook the altar in order to satisfy my people in Georgia and cross the water. And across the border, the essays are getting smarter. They got flour for tortillas and lettuce for enchiladas. If you follow, wink, wink, no doubt we don't speak in a blink. Them folks can have you sleeping in the... I'm taking the tissue on the seat. It's the B-I-G-B-O-I-O-U-T. Now party people in the club, it's time to cut a rug and throw the juice up in the sky just for the shutter buzz. Then you empty, you can grab a club. Boy, stop, I'm just playing, let me dap you up. You're in my sins, why? It's after 12 club like a high B. A beehive cause not everybody buzzing around me. Could it be the way that the verses sounding came up on the ghetto boys and the underground king toys? I had a chrome calling pretty brown thing. Pink looked like Blue Bill when the sun was shining. On the
baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
So it's the Knicks now, following the score by Minnesota. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Towns. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Guys, that is what you call two physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Now here's Conley. Edwards fires from way outside. Towns with a rebound. And here are the Knicks. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. I discussed with Coach how difficult it is to guard Jalen Brunson. He initially joked. He said, "You'll have to ask my guys that. Jalen is really gritty, confident player. We can't let him get into a rhythm early or we're going to be in trouble. We'll have to keep our eye on how well this defense does against Brunson." Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
Back to Towns. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Graham.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Here's Brunson, following the score by Minnesota. Towns, left side. Towns can't get that one to fall.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
To the middle. Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony. Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Now here's Randall. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Just 4 to shoot. Shot is good by Edwards.
Outstanding touch, boy. The floater is good for Anthony Edwards.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan. The Knicks making a switch here. Knicks trail by 6. 1:56 left in the first quarter here. Yes, it's good.
Superb touch on the teardrop. Jalen Brunson so good with the floater.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
So it's the Knicks now, following the score by Minnesota. Back to Brunson. Towns on a screen. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Brunson's gotten his second bucket of the game. Here's Randall. Tries again. Achua with a rebound. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. 4-point game. To the paint. And it's Towns with the power finish.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Towns. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Towns has got 8.
Well, don't sleep on the foot speed of Karl Anthony Towns. He's a factor in transition.
Randall on the screen. Pass to Reed. Takes a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Brunson with it. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Now here's Brunson. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
Achua gets the bucket.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. The Timberwolves trail. Randall, right side. Over Achua. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Randall's got 6.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
Here's Achua. That shot is off. Randall with some nice D. Outside Reed. Back to Randall. Pass to Alexander Walker. Randall inside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Here's Brunson outside. The three-pointer is down. Jalen Brunson.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams deciding to change it up. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we see a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 9. Oh, Brunson with the floater.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And here's Edwards. He's got 5. Gobert. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Hart can't hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Edwards can't hit. New York leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Hart from long range. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
1:44 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Edwards. The Knicks pull it in. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. To the inside. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Here's Randall. Buries it down low. Randall's got 8.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Pass to Towns. Connects from downtown. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
And here's Edwards outside. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Give him 8.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a 3, he wants to come right back at you.
Achua with a screen. Back to Towns. Here's the 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Pass to Randall. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Towns for 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. New York out in front. They lead by a bucket. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The 3 sends it home from three-point land.
Well, this team relies obviously on Towns for great productivity, and this guy is as reliable offensively as you get.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens the locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Brunson, a good look. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
That puts him in the lead. Conley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That three-point opportunity for Mike Conley. Yes, sir.
Towns outside. Fires the 3. He can't hit that time. Minnesota in the lead. And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. New York making a switch here. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. And so Randall will bring it up for the T-Wolves. And some solid defense from Towns. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Minneapolis. Here's Brunson outside. No good there. 5 for 11 in the contest. Randall with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by New York. There's the 3. And it's Jalen Brunson with a 3. And it's a 4-point New York lead.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke 3 is a beautiful thing. Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Towns. Clock at 6. Anunoby on the wing. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. No good with the triple. And here's Edwards outside. Oh, Edwards! Money on the triple.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands. You let it go, Anthony Edwards.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And, B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
New York shooting their first foul shot of the game. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
B.A., it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
We've got a minute 48 left in the third quarter. Towns on a screen. Here's Brunson. Banging his way through. Jalen Brunson.
Boy, Jalen Brunson just reads what the defense concedes, and on that one, it's a drive.
Here's Randall. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Randall's got 10 points.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Towns outside. Three-pointer. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Now, the very definition of a stretch 4 or 5, whatever position he happens to be playing, Cat can space the floor.
And Gobert with the stuff.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Now Brunson. He's got 17. The floater. Got a piece of it. Randall outside. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
Well, so often the guy who sets the screen. In that instance, Julius Randle with the ball in his hands in the pick and roll. Go ahead, Julius.
Now here's Randall. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Brunson driving. Good on the shot. Brunson's got 8 here in this quarter.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there right now in complete command of this ball game.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Outside Edwards. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Just 4 seconds left in the third. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. Timberwolves ahead. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Now here's Randall. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Thanks for that, Allie.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
And Randle drops them both. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
6 to shoot. Back to Achua. Achua with the dunk.
You love the effort Brunson puts into creating for others, working to make sure the defense is manipulated there.
Here's Edwards. Strong drive by Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. The shot by Towns, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 3. And stolen by Brunson. Down low. Here's Achua. Gets the bucket and the foul. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Edwards looking it over. A About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Out of bounds, it'll be Knicks ball. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Brunson. Five to shoot. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. The three is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. Brunson's got 11 in the second half.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Timberwolves trail by 3. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Outside Reed. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got some playmaking in my toolbox. Nice pass.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. Lays it up and banks it in. Towns has got 21.
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes him tough to cover.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. The Timberwolves trail. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Edwards. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Brunson with it. Inside. Here's Towns. Reed with the rebound. And here are the Timberwolves. Up top, Edwards. Reed with it. Towns covering. Randall inside. Achua with some nice D. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Towns outside. Bridges outside. Brunson surveys. Oh, and Reed with a block. Knocked loose. Pass to Brunson. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Stolen by Conley. Here's Edwards. Getting it done inside. Edwards. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Oh, and Reed with a block. Randall outside. Reed sets a screen. Right wing. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
Well, this is the all-around game of Julius Randle, right? We think that he can score it, board it, but how about that pass?
Brunson with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Towns down down low. Can they get it? Count it!
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Up top, Edwards. Back to Reed. Lets it go from deep. No good.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
Back to Towns. Over Conley. Yes. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce.
Wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big underground methods, top notch. Get the moves, not the lizard. Straight terror, product of your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that product you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get a swerving while I'm bumping Project Petter. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. Loyal with me, we ain't got a call. Zelly on silent, put the product in the loud. That's how you make the money pop for everyone involved. And if you don't deserve a cut, then we gon' Baba got me looking pop for every single time.
Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here we go. So the Timberwolves will get the first possession. Randall outside. And he drives in. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that tug.
And an Obi for three. On target from range. Well, the center position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
You believe, B.A., that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle, let's keep a close eye on.
Now here's Brunson. Back to Anunoby. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Right side Edwards. Fires from deep. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And here's New York now. Down low. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
And so Randall will bring it up for the T-Wolves. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Towns. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks.
Substitution on the court.
Back to Brunson. Towns on a screen. Brunson misses.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Randall. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And you know he's tough on the glass. Easy money there for Gobert.
Towns outside. The kick out to Brunson. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Gobert on the high post. To the paint. And Gobert with the stuff.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Minnesota with the ball. After the basket by New York on the other end. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
T-shirts are incoming, fans. Make some noise.
And Minnesota making a change here. New York trailing. Bridges outside. Inside. Stolen by Reed. DiVincenzo on the wing. Pass to Randall. Reed with it. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Next ball. Substitution on the court.
36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Achua. Brunson looks it over. And he drops it in from the low post. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Here's Randall. Drives to the hoop. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Some agility shown there by Julius Randle with that frame, able to find a way to score.
Achua, the open look. Here's Sims. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Rudy Gobert making things happen for the Timberwolves. Between the score. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Outside Brunson to the middle. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball.
Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks, number 4.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
First team foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Number 3, Josh Hart.
Now here's Edwards. The rebound by Sims. And here's Brunson. For 3. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Minnesota in the lead. Brent, everyone loves an underdog story, and there's few better than that of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, this kid falling into the second round and all the perception around whether or not he was big enough or can he shoot the ball, is he athletic enough. This guy has continued to work hard every year and turned himself into an all-star and an all-NBA player.
And there's the screen to the inside. Edwards using the vertical. Wow.
Wow. Edwards with the hops, the long arms. Easy guy to hit in the alley-oop game.
And Brunson, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 6 points.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Pass to McBride. 3 on the clock. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Brunson with it. He's got 6. Over Reed. No good. Off the front rim.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Outside Hart. Pass to Brunson. Out to the right wing. Out to the right wing. Puts it up from 12. Here's Sims. And again, the Knicks missing. Minnesota leading by 3. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancer.
Knicks trail by 5. Now McBride, still without a bucket. Pass to Hart. Lets the three fly. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Scoring in rhythm there. Great to see Hart shoot it without holding back.
Here's Randall. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Hits the trifecta.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And that's what makes Towns so dangerous offensively. He's a threat even when he's playing off the ball.
23-21.
Here's Randall. He's got 5. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. So both teams making some changes here. New York trailing. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Bridges. And here's McBride. Towns outside. Back to McBride. The three is up. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. And the Knicks lead by 1.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, I appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Fast break, here we go. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Pass to Reed. Outside for Randall. Shot to stop the run. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. New York out in front, up 3. And we'll be back right after this.
23.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend. And now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Jacks up a 3, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Towns, left side. Outside Brunson. Three-pointer. Edwards pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too. Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And the basket by Bridges.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down three, you can add it to the list.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the Timberwolves making a change here. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, PA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973. So as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a few steps ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Lets it go from deep. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Towns has got 14 points. Edwards looking it over. To halt the run. The Knicks pull it in. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside Brunson. Towns for three. And no good. Timberwolves trail by 13. From deep, Conley. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Towns, left side. Oh, they get a hand on it. The kick out to Brunson. Five on the clock. Brunson inside with the finish.
Well, that takes such tenacity just to get in there. Brunson battling through the inside contact.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player. Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Back to Hart. Kicks it out, Towns. Randall pulls down the board.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Brunson. Can't hit that one. Timberwolves trail by 13. Right side, Edwards. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Reed. And so they foul intentionally. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Reed in the post. With a 9-footer. Uses the glass that time. It's good. Reed's got his second basket. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Outside Payne. Towns down low. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
They're rushing things offensively, and their impatience has led to carelessness.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Outside Edwards. McDaniels a screen. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Huge three to cut it to single digits. They're hoping that energy carries into the fourth quarter here.
And so it... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Timberwolves trail by 8. Randall deciding where to go with it. Pass to Reed. Now here's Conley. Reed sets a screen. The shot by Conley, no good. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Conley. And an Obi for 3. Counted from distance. And the Knicks lead by 11.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
The tenacity from Edwards. I mean, I love when he attacks the basket like that.
Brunson. And down it goes. 2 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Hey, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my. Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Right side Edwards. Randall outside. And it's Randall with the jam.
Randall with a great effort there, up and athletic and at the rim.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And here's Brunson from the arc. Randall pulls down the board. Timberwolves trail by 9. The shot no good. Oh, a nice D from Anunoby. Here's Brunson. And no good, but close on that one. So he'll shoot 2 now. It goes on Mike Conley.
Well, the lefty listed at 6'1", Jalen Brunson. It's a bit of a different matchup. He's just so physical, and he can play on and off the ball. Dare I call it funky?
And Minnesota with possession here. And here's Randall. Throws it up high. And Edwards slams it in.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Poke loose. 6 to shoot. It's Brunson working inside.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translating.
Here's Reed, covered by Towns. There's a screen. It's Edwards. Oh, a sensational slam by Amp.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Outside Brunson. Pass to Achua. Puts up a 3. Reed with the rebound. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. They trail by 9. Left side Conley. A minute and a half left in the 4th quarter. Towns outside. Takes the 3. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And the Knicks making a change here. And here's Edwards outside. The rebound by Bridges. New York leading by 12. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Conley. Towns outside. There's the 3. Reed with the rebound.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Knicks.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And what a huge performance it was for Jalen Brunson.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes, contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
Edwards for 3. That shot off.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions. At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Lets it fly. Again, the miss by Edwards. And here's New York now. They lead by 11. So New York takes this one by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor.